viewers, and a beautiful new week to you all. The Nigerian army has once again demonstrated the importance of rapid security intervention after troops successfully foiled a suspected kidnapping attempt along the Jerry-Buhari Expressway in the Federal Capital Territory. The operation, which led to the rescue of a victim without injuries, comes at a time when concerns over kidnappings and armed attacks along major highways continue to dominate public discourse across Nigeria. Whether the latest incident ended without any loss of life, it has once again highlighted the persistent security threat facing commuters traveling during the late night and early morning hours. According to security analyst Zagozola Makama, the incident occurred at about 2:45 a.m. on July 25th, when troops of the Nigerian Army's 102 Guards Battalion stationed at Jerry received credible intelligence about an ongoing armed robbery and a possible kidnapping along the Jerry-Buhari Express Highway. Acting on the information without delay, the troops immediately mobilized to the location in an effort to intercept the suspected criminals before they could complete their operation and escape from the scene. Reports indicate that the quick deployment of soldiers caught the suspected attackers by surprise. As the troops approached the area where the incident was unfolding, the armed suspect reportedly abandoned their victim and fled into nearby bushes to avoid a confrontation with the military. The swift response not only disrupted the suspected kidnapping attempts, but also prevented what could have become another successful abduction on one of the major access roads within the Federal Capital Territory. The victim was successfully rescued by the troops without sustaining any injuries. Security personnel immediately secured the area to ensure there were no additional threats to motorists or other road users. Although the identity of the rescued individual has not been made public, the successful rescue has been widely seen as a positive outcome, especially considering the growing number of kidnapping incidents reported across different parts of Nigeria in recent years. Following the rescue operation, military personnel reportedly launched efforts to pursue the fleeing suspects. Such operations have since been intensified around the surrounding bushes and nearby communities as security agencies attempt to identify, locate, and arrest those responsible for the attempted kidnapping. Authorities have not disclosed whether any weapons, vehicles, or other items were recovered during the operation, but investigations are expected to continue as security personnel gather additional intelligence. The latest operation reflects the Nigerian military's increasing reliance on intelligence-driven responses to criminal activities, rather than reacting only after attacks have occurred. Security agencies are placing greater emphasis on acting quickly once credible information is received. In this particular case, the timely intelligence available to the troops appears to have been the decisive factor that prevented the suspected kidnappers from carrying out their plan and escaping with their victim. Although Abuja remains one of the country's most heavily protected cities, criminal activities have continued to pose security challenges in parts of the Federal Capital Territory. Highways connecting Abuja to neighboring communities have occasionally witnessed incidents involving kidnappers, armed robbers, and other criminal gangs. These attacks often occur during periods of low traffic, particularly late at night or before dawn, when criminals believe there is less likelihood of immediate security intervention. The Jerry-Buhari Expressway has become an important route for residents, workers, commercial transport operators, and travelers moving within and around the Federal Capital Territory. Because of its strategic importance, security agencies have continued to increase surveillance and patrols along the corridor. The latest operation demonstrates the importance of maintaining a visible security presence on critical transport routes, especially as criminal groups continue to adapt their methods in an effort to evade law enforcement. Kidnapping remains one of Nigeria's most serious security challenges. Over the past several years, criminal gangs have targeted highways, rural communities, educational institutions, and even urban neighborhoods, demanding large ransom payments from families and victims. While security agencies have recorded successes in rescuing victims and dismantling criminal camps, fresh incidents continue to occur in different parts of the country, highlighting the complexity of addressing organized criminal networks. Security analysts have repeatedly stressed that defeating kidnapping requires more than military operations alone. They argue that intelligence gathering, community cooperation, improved surveillance technology, stronger policing, and faster emergency response mechanisms all play essential roles in preventing attacks before they occur. The successful rescue on the Jere-Buari Expressway serves as an example of how timely intelligence and rapid deployment can significantly improve operational outcomes and save lives. The operation is also expected to reassure many residents of the Federal Capital Territory who have expressed concerns about traveling during the night. While no security system can completely eliminate criminal activity, prompt intervention by security agencies can significantly reduce the chances of successful attacks. Authorities have continued to encourage members of the public to remain vigilant, promptly report suspicious activities, and cooperate with security personnel by providing credible information that may help prevent future crimes. For motorists, security experts continue to advise caution, particularly when traveling during late night hours. Travelers are encouraged to remain alert, avoid isolated stops where possible, keep emergency contact numbers readily available, and immediately notify security agencies whenever suspicious movements are observed. Public cooperation has increasingly become an important component of Nigeria's broader security strategy, particularly in addressing crimes that often rely on surprise and isolated locations. While investigations into the latest incidents continue, the successful rescue of the victim stands out as a positive development in the ongoing fight against kidnapping and violent crime. The swift action by troops of the 102 Guards Battalion prevented what could have resulted in another traumatic kidnapping case and demonstrated the value of intelligence-led military operations. Whether the fleeing suspects are eventually apprehended remains to be seen, but the operation serves as a reminder that rapid response, effective intelligence, and sustained security patrols remain critical tools in protecting lives and ensuring safer highways across Nigeria. Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you find this report informative, kindly like, share, and subscribe for more news reports. I'm Chidera Isom. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next reports.